My story started around 2020, and honestly, it's something that's still hard for me to talk about, even though I don't regret what we did. I won't mention names, places, or nicknames since some people still don't know what happened, and I prefer it that way. It all started when we found out that something horrible had been done to a very young girl against her will. The way we found out was because she ended up telling her brother while crying, completely distraught. I still remember the look on that son's face when he came to me and another friend to ask for help. And not help like going to report it or anything like that, because honestly, we all knew how those things often end. The municipal police and prosecutor's office were known for ignoring issues, so people stopped reporting because nothing changed or the culprit was protected. So we made the decision to take justice into our own hands. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to say it was wrong, but when you see a girl crying like that and hear everything they did to her, something inside you really changes. We more or less knew where that guy hung out, so one day we intercepted him in a deserted area where hardly anyone passed by. Everything happened really fast. We didn't even give him time to react. We brought him to a remote wooded area, and that's when things got serious. I won't share every detail of what happened because some things I prefer not to remember, but we wanted him to understand the fear and the harm he had caused. It was several days where we basically kept him isolated while we made him understand the harm he had caused that girl. And even though a lot of people think that doing something like that makes you feel powerful or satisfied, the truth is, it's not like that. As the hours went by, the atmosphere kept getting stranger. It wasn't just anger anymore. There were moments when we would just stay quiet, not saying anything, just listening to the wilderness and thinking about how far we had come. I still remember the nights there, the cold, the sounds of the forest, and that constant feeling that everything had already crossed a line that none of us would come back from unchanged. There were moments when he begged us to let him go, but we just kept remembering the girl crying. And honestly, that was the only thing keeping us going, until she eventually stopped responding. No one spoke when it happened. We just looked at each other knowing it was done, and we had to see it through to the end. After that, a hole in a remote place. And after all this, we only did it at night because during the day, we kept trying to live our normal lives with our families so that no one would suspect anything. And the strangest part came after. When the authorities finally went to look for him sometime later, his own relatives said that he had probably escaped to the north or was hiding somewhere else. As always, after that, no one investigated further. To this day, practically everyone thinks he left or disappeared on his own. And honestly, we were never police or military or part of organized crime or anything like that. We were just people full of anger who thought we were getting justice for someone who had been destroyed. But even though years have passed, there are nights when I still can't sleep well. I don't regret defending that girl. Never. The only thing that still haunts me are the screams and knowing that after everything, none of us were ever the same.